Okay, guys, Friday's wrap up from the chat room at greatstockpicks.com. We had First Solar FSLR on Bounce Watch today. Now, these are 5-minute candles. This is what it looked like when one of our members, Ramesh, typed out, "Hey, what about First Solar?" And that served as a reminder. We already had it on our watch list as a bounce play, okay? Had a huge spike a couple days ago, and then a couple days down. So how do we play a bounce play? Well, we look for a break of its early high, okay? Now, we want at least 30 minutes of trading gone by, and we don't want a huge move before the break of the early high. So you had a fairly narrow range, right? About 1360 something to 1330. So it's in a 30-cent range. Now it's basing below the early highs. The early high was 1364.99, whatever that means. And Ramesh reminded me, and so it gave me time to type out in the announcements of our chat room, First Solar FSLR 1365 trigger idea, 1345 stop. All right, got that typed out, and then boom, it just and that's what you get when you have a big move in a stock and then a couple down days. When you start printing new highs for the day after 30 minutes, oftentimes you get this kind of move. So over 10 minutes from 1365, 10 minutes later it's at 1415. If you're a day trader, you understand how much money can be made on that spike right there. And as always, I put out a video yesterday entitled "Never Look a Gift Spike in the Mouth," and I meant it. I was selling into that spike, kept a few, and trail stopped for like a dime gain on the last few. But I'm out the bulk of my position into a spike like that, selling all the way up. I also have what I think is a pretty good trading lesson, but I've got to give credit to one of our all-stars, Wayne. Wayne alerted Harley, HOG, when it looked like this, as a long, either using 5-minute candles or 15s, either one, the first break of a previous 5 or 15. And man, it was just off to the races. You can see how clean it was on 5s, and even on 15s, gave you a great entry, 48.40. It still went up 80 cents from there on pretty tight stop. So a great alert by Wayne. One of our members, let me get this right here, I think it was Travis, alerted Nuan, N-U-A-N, when it looked like this, right down to this 20-period moving average. I didn't see the alert, but Travis posted this in chat, and look at the turn from there, just nailed the bottom there. So many, I mean, I could go on and on. R. Brown made so many good calls today. Let me see here. Oh, even late in the day, I mentioned Coach. Oftentimes what I'm doing is I look for shape and passion. You hear me say those words all the time, volume and passion or shape and passion. Coach had very nice shape here, okay? Good rally. It has nice support on the daily at 60, and right back here, and then bounced off 60 here, possible double bottom, and was strong today. So Coach is rallying, had it on the projector here, said this pullback to the 8-period moving average. You can use 5-minute candles, could work. I didn't take the trade because I'd already said I'm not trading the rest of the day. I didn't know what was going to happen going into the last bit of quadruple witching plus whatever's going on in Europe this weekend with some elections. But look at that. A beautiful turn there too on a very narrow 5-minute candle risk. So a lot of good calls today. As many by the members as by me, usually a lot more. So it was a good week, and the teamwork in there has just been fantastic. I have a bit of a trading lesson here too, real quick. I thought about doing this in a separate video, but maybe I'll just throw it in here. Tyco, this is a great setup. I did not see this one in real time, okay? But after I saw it, it's one of my favorite setups, and I thought, I'm going to throw that in a video, okay? Tyco, very strong volume, nice pop here, 5-minute candles, and look what it does. It goes into a very tight range. Hasn't taken out the low of the day, hasn't taken out the high of the day. A great entry on something like this is down here at the bottom of that range. See this green candle? And it finally had time for the 20-period moving average to catch up. So you've got the 20 finally caught up, and you've got a buy right here at the bottom of the range on this green candle. Look what happens. Goes back to the top of the range. If it's gonna sell, it's gonna sell here at the top of the range. This time it breaks through, and then breaks through the high of the day. So anytime you see a strong stock go into a range like that, near the high of the day, nice volume, and you get the 20-period moving average catching up to it, it's always a good buy down here at the bottom of the range. Because if it doesn't work, your stop goes right below here, okay? In other words, if it loses the bottom of this range, you're right back out. So you're going long, stop literally right down here, and hopefully you get the break, you get the move back to the top of the range and the break through it and the break at the high of the day to sell into. So that's a great setup. Unfortunately, I didn't see it in real time, but anyone who trades for a living, that's a great trading lesson right there. Those are fantastic entries. Even if they don't work, your stop's super tight. All right, anyway, I'm going to quit babbling. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday.